Hey, what is happening, guys? What's going on YouTube? I had some important news for you guys today. If any of you guys are Poloniex users, Poloniex, the altcoin or the cryptocurrency exchange, you'll definitely want to pay attention to this video. Before we kind of get into the deals, essentially, Poloniex did not used to require verification, so you could withdraw, I believe it was up to 2,000 per day without being verified. Then we have other exchanges like Bittrex. Again, Bittrex will let you withdraw, I believe it's 1 Bitcoin per day without being verified. And then we have like a newer exchange, and one that's kind of quickly become my favorite exchange, which is Binance. Binance will let you withdraw 2 Bitcoin, so essentially the equivalent of about $30,000 without being verified. Once you get verified, you can withdraw 100 Bitcoins per day, which is probably more than most of us need to withdraw. So anyhow, Poloniex a while back started requiring new users to verify their accounts. However, legacy users or people who were in before that, they were kind of grandfathered in and did not have to verify their accounts. Well, Poloniex just put out a press release on December 27th, so within the past couple days, and it's a notice to legacy account holders that sometime Q1 of 2014, so that would be like January, February, March, maybe April, you're going to have to verify your Poloniex account, or your account is essentially going to be locked. Your margin positions will be closed out. You won't be able to deposit. You won't be able to trade. And they've been kind of unclear on whether you'll still be able to withdraw your 2,000 per day. So if any of you guys are on Poloniex and you don't want to verify, you'll be able to take out $2,000 per day. You may want to start slowly, maxing out every day, taking that $2,000 out per day. Now, why would somebody not want to verify? I mean, all types of reasons. Do some people want to dodge taxes? Probably some people do, but some people just don't want all their business out there. Some people don't want the government knowing everything that they own. Some people just enjoy their privacy and freedom and don't feel like somebody has to know about, everything that they own and all their money movements and things like that. Andres Antonopoulos actually has a fantastic video, kind of about how screwed up our financial system is here in the U.S. with like all this like Banking Secrecy Act and KYC policies and all these like money service business laws and all this nonsense. Like, this is why we only have Coinbase pretty much. I mean, Coinbase and Gemini. This is why we only have 2 exchanges that were able to deal with crypto and fiat, because getting money transmitter or money service businesses licenses, not only do they need a federal license, they also need licenses for all 50 states. Typically, each state will require like a bond, an insurance policy, a long process of submitting documents and being verified and everything. I mean, it can literally take months to even years and cost millions of dollars to get set up to operate in every state. And that's why you see exchanges like CoinMama who like can only operate in like Michigan, Kentucky, Minnesota. That's why you see some exchanges that can only operate in a couple states. So up until recently, it seems like altcoin exchanges, and when I say altcoin exchanges, I mean exchanges where you can't use a credit card or a debit card or a bank transfer. Altcoin exchanges would be ones where you have to first buy Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum from Coinbase and then send your money over there. There was kind of maybe a loophole or something where if they're not dealing with fiat and if they're not dealing with the U.S. banking system, they're kind of immune from some of these money transmitter laws. However, I don't know if laws have changed. I don't know if the government's cracking down. But at least the U.S.-based exchanges, so Poloniex is out of Delaware, Bittrex is also out of the USA. I'm not sure what state Bittrex is out of, but Bittrex used to be kind of the Wild West. I've heard they've hired a bunch of people from like Homeland Security. They're really kind of trying to make themselves more of like a reputable exchange who follows, MSB, KYC, anti-money laundering policies and things like that. Poloniex, another US one, is going to do the same. And I think we're going to see kind of the trend continue. So Bittrex hasn't made any announcements yet in terms of like they're going to be doing something similar. But I guarantee you guys within the next 6 months, Bittrex is going to do the exact same thing that Poloniex is doing here. Not for this reason. I've already kind of started moving my money over to Binance just because Binance deals with a lot of tokens like Ethos and IOTA that a lot of the US exchanges don't. Binance has lower trading fees. Binance has lower transfer fees. They have a lot of cool contests and stuff. So I've started moving my money over there anyways. But I have an unverified Bittrex account, And I've always kind of been worried that I might kind of run into some problems there or get locked out of my account. Some people have reported that. But yeah, right now this is affecting Poloniex. If you guys are on Poloniex, at the very least, just wanted to make you aware of it. So you should probably start either verifying your account, or if you don't want to verify your account, start moving your money out of Poloniex. I mean, you could move it over to Bittrex, but like I said, I'm fairly confident that these same policies are going to be coming to Bittrex soon. So you may want to choose like Binance. I don't think Bitfinex is accepting U.S. customers anymore. I think I started talking about Andre Santinopoulos. So he had a great video about how like all these U.S. laws are pretty much complete bullshit. I mean, for literally thousands of years, people traded in cash and transacted value and did business without the government needing to know every little thing that you do. Sometime in the 1970s, the U.S. government came out with the Banking Secrecy Act and kind of strong-armed the rest of the world into getting on board with this as well. And it's kind of funny. He kind of talks about how if you want to be a money launderer, if you want to do whatever you want, if you want to give zero fucks, just go get a banking license. Because a banking license is essentially a license to launder money and do whatever you want. We've seen how like HSBC laundered money for the Sinaloa cartel, got a slap on the wrist, a little fine, didn't get shut down, nobody went to jail. A lot of other banks do a lot of shady stuff. Wells Fargo opening up accounts without their customers' permission. You know, all this type of nonsense. He also kind of talked about how in Mexico, they actually redesigned the banks and changed the size of the teller windows so that a Samsonite suitcase full of money could go through there, and the drug traffickers wouldn't be troubled with having to open a suitcase and take the money out. So that's kind of a total side note. But, you know, it's just kind of funny how rules are in place for normal everyday citizens, but not for banks and corporations and important people. Anyhow, let's go ahead and read what Poloniex has to say. So as of December 27, 2017, notice to our legacy account holders. We have recently completed a major upgrade to our customer identification and verification systems. As a result, we will soon require legacy accounts to become verified through the latest version of our verification portal. The exact date for the deadline will be announced Q1 of 2018, as we said. You will be given advance notice before this requirement goes into effect. We encourage you to verify your legacy account now to avoid potential interruptions in your ability to trade on the platform. You can check your profile, so if you're logged in, if you click here, to determine if your account is legacy, in which case you'll be limited to the equivalent of 2,000 USD per day. And you can verify your profile to increase that to 25,000 per day. So what's kind of crappy about this, again, Binance will allow you to take out pretty much another $5,000 on top of this being completely unverified. So Binance, even being unverified, you can take out more than you can take out of Poloniex being verified. Bittrex, don't quote me on this. I want to say Bittrex is 1 Bitcoin per day without being verified. I think 100 Bitcoins per day being verified. One thing that I think is kind of interesting. So recently, Bittrex shut down registrations for new users, and I'll kind of show you that. And I have a feeling, I mean, partly I think it's a good customer service move. We see how poorly Coinbase kind of has handled their customer load, right? They have way too many people signing up. And well, probably the right thing to do would be to shut it down and say no more new customers and make sure you can service your existing customers. Coinbase just wants that money, right? They just want that bread. So Coinbase says, well, keep on coming in. We'll provide shitty customer service, but we essentially have a monopoly on the fiat to crypto industry, so it really doesn't matter. But anyhow, Bittrex shut down. Maybe it's kind of for customer service reasons. I have a feeling, though, that maybe Bittrex is trying to get their stuff in order in terms of like government compliance, anti-money laundering policies, etc. So if we were to go over to Bittrex here and click sign up, new account signups, we have had an enormous number of new account registrations. We're excited to have so many new users. Unfortunately, we have to make upgrades to our support and backend system to handle the increased traffic load, so we've halted new user registrations. I have a feeling during this halt of new user registrations, they're kind of trying to get a lot of their legal stuff in order, and are probably going to make the same move as Poloniex here. So back to Poloniex. As with any exchange, we understand you may have concerns about how this requirement impacts you and the consequences of not meeting this verification deadline. Here are the details on what to expect. On the date of the deadline, again, sometime Q1 of 2018, legacy accounts will be placed in a state where trading and lending will be disabled, open orders will be closed, loans will have auto-renew switched off, margin positions will be given an 8-week wind-down period where they can only be diminished or closed. After the 8-week wind-down period, they will be closed. Deposit addresses will be revoked. Any deposit sent to a deposit address will not be recoverable until the account is fully verified, and withdrawal will remain enabled at the daily withdrawal limit. So I guess even after they shut down, they will still let you pull out $2,000 per day, but you won't be able to do really anything else on the site. And here's where they go on to, as a registered money services business, Poloniex is committed to compliance with all applicable laws requiring identification, verification of its customers. If you have questions about this, we encourage you to a careful and thorough review of our terms of service and privacy policy. Love the Poloniex team. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bittrex and Poloniex start trying to get into the fiat to crypto world, to where you can actually, upload dollars to onto your account through a credit card, an ACH transfer, a bank wire transfer, etc. And in the grand scheme of things, I think that will be a good thing. I think Coinbase has way too much power right now. We do have Gemini, but Gemini doesn't even deal with Litecoin, right? They're only Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I do think having more fiat to crypto people in the space will be a good thing. It gives people more choices. When there's competition in the market, it forces people to be more customer service oriented and offer better rates, better fees, and all around, just competition just forces everybody to be better. So that's kind of the press release from Poloniex. And then there was an article on Bitcoin News. I think Cointelegraph did one as well. This week, the popular cryptocurrency exchange based out of Delaware, Poloniex, has issued a notice to legacy account holders. They're just kind of recapping what's been said here. Poloniex is committed to regulatory compliance. Yeah, they're kind of just recapping. Let's see the comments. Poloniex will be disrupted like the rest of these. Okay, so here's a good thing. So we have decentralized exchanges, right? I think EtherDelta is a decentralized exchange. I was thinking about setting up an account there because I have some D-Market tokens. This is totally off topic, but D-Market, the shittiest ICO of all time, put my money in back in August. They dragged out the fundraising like an extra month or two. Then they really dragged their feet on releasing our coins to us. Then they promised we would be on a top 10 exchange, which is you really need to be on like a top 2 or 3 exchange to make your coin even worthwhile. But they promised we'd hit a top 3 exchange. Now they're saying like, oh, because of SEC rules, we think we might not list this on an exchange. So essentially, I have $1,500 worth of video game tokens that I can buy cool skins for CSGO or Minecraft tools or whatever else. I don't play video games, so these tokens are completely worthless to me. But anyhow, the only place you can trade them on EtherDelta is on EtherDelta, which is a decentralized exchange. However, recently, I believe EtherDelta had been hacked, and I believe people are still losing money out of EtherDelta. But that's what we really need, decentralized exchanges that aren't really subject to the whims of governments. Like I said, so right now, Poloniex is requiring everybody to verify. Guarantee you within 6 months, Bittrex will be doing the same thing. Binance is based out of Hong Kong. So I give Binance maybe another year or two before they start imposing policies like this. But as we know, the U.S. government has a long reach. They force, banks around the world to report on U.S. customers, which is why no foreign banks want to even take U.S. customers. Again, an argument for another discussion. But what we really need is decentralized exchanges and atomic swaps where you can go from one cryptocurrency to another without even needing an exchange. Let's see what else people say. Finally, if the legacy accounts fail to verify, Poloniex has no right to seize the money. Yeah, it doesn't sound like they're going to seize the money. Poloniex is a thief and stole 0.3 Ether from me. Poloniex canceled my legacy verification. The nanny state strikes again. Anywhere there is money involved, certain level of corruption. Yeah, anyhow, that's the deal, guys. Any of you guys who are Poloniex users, there's nothing necessarily wrong with verifying, but you should be aware of this and should have the choice whether you want to verify or whether you want to start moving your money elsewhere. So let me know what you guys think. I'm not personally a Poloniex user. I've never signed up for a Poloniex account. At one point, I was meaning to get a Bittrex, a Poloniex, and a Kraken. I've really kind of used exclusively Bittrex up until recently, and more recently, I've been moving all my money over to Binance because Binance will pay me out gas on my Neo, lower trading fees, lower transfer fees. So yeah, I'm kind of using them for the most part. There are a couple coins that I can get on Bittrex that I can't get on Binance. Up until recently, one was Navcoin. Navcoin did just recently hit Binance, but I think there's a couple other coins that I hold that are only available for Bittrex. So I will keep my Bittrex account open. I will continue using it, but pretty much Binance, at least for the time being, until some better decentralized exchanges come out, I think Binance is going to be kind of my exchange of choice. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you weren't aware of this, hopefully I could bring it to your attention. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything, drop them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button in the comments or in the comment section. Please hit that subscribe button below the video. So I want to put a silver play button up right there, and we're about 28,000 subscribers away. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will check you out on the next video.